there was only like a couple that were from bashers that I just skipped right past. In case you wondered, no, I don't read any of the negative ones, any of the hateful ones, any of the critical ones, because God created this Facebook page and YouTube so you could learn, receive, and then live revelation.
For some reason, I don't believe her. I don't think she's not reading the bashers. Why bring it up like that? That felt weird. It's like, and just so you know, I don't read the negative ones. That's what I don't do. Those are the ones I never. They get left completely unread. I don't even know why I'm addressing them right now because they don't even exist. I don't even think they're there. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know if they're there because I don't read them. You know, like how are you supposed to know that they're the bad ones until after you have? You know what? Never mind. But hey, we made 1,000 subs, so this is kind of like I don't know, kind of a Q&A, but we're also going to have Kat on in the background, just to keep the stream moving. I don't like it to slow down. As you, I know it's crazy. It's probably something to do with my insane personality, but so we're gonna get into it. I'm Brantley, and this is the Punk Apostate. Let's go. All right, cool. So, like I said, we got Kat here, and she's just starting mid-sentence. Like that was the beginning of the video. What I just showed you was me rewinding all the way back and then just pushing play, and mid-sentence she just starts. I don't know who cuts this stuff up for her, but my goodness, I feel like they need a little bit more. Like, can you provide at least a little bit of context before you get into what? Anyway. Jesus, let's just get to the beginning of the thought, right? Anyway. Oh, and just one. Hey, all right. You made it. That's all right. That's funny too, because I did we did DM this morning too. I was like, I'm going live right now. And she was like, all right, I'm already there. She's like, I win. All right, you got the prize today. That's great. Wolf, what's up, man? Watch that landing, Jess. Almost spilled my ball. Jeez. I mean, asteroids are hard to fly. I mean, they're unpredictable. And sometimes that landing is just a doozy. You know what I mean? Let's see. Oh, Michael's here too. What's up, man? Let's see. We got. I'm literally taking. Oh my goodness! Got a bunch of drug heads. Y'all are a bunch of drug heads. You're reefer heads. Oh, reefers. All right. Top tester. Hey, what's up, man? Cool. Hell yeah. So, like, oh, and Ember's here. Hey, Ember. How you doing? All right. Behold, a wild prophet appears. And that's Ember. She made it. That's right. God damn it. Oh, yeah. So the gang's all here. So, like I said, if you want to kind of an ask me anything kind of situation, I'll do my best. I don't actually know that much about myself. So if I don't know or about anything, I don't know what you want to ask about, but but we are gonna go over some stuff, whatever the questions are. And yeah, so we're gonna do that. But I'm gonna, like I said, I want to try to do some Kat in here too, because this dropped like just recently, and so I can't let them go by. I can't. So I think we'll start with that. And I'm going to just try to keep the comments like sped up to where we're at. That way that way I'm like on time instead of like saving up a bunch of comments and then I forget where we're at. But yeah. But again, if you want to ask me anything, that's 1,000 sub celebration, A.M.A kind of thing.
So these sites, both of them, the public Facebook page and the public YouTube, is for people who want revelation, who want more understanding of God or the Trinity, what time it is, what's
What was
going
that?
on.
Do you see that? Somebody's like, here's your papers. Somebody like dropped something on a
public Facebook page and the public YouTube is for people who want revelation, who want more understanding of God or the Trinity, what time it is, what's going on in the earth, how do I operate.
Why does she always have cake? Too, you see that? There's cake down there. It's like every stream, saying I can't go live without cake, man. What am I? My brain runs on cake. That actually makes a lot more sense. You know, that her brain runs on cake. I can't think straight unless I have a sugar overload. You know, how am I supposed to hear from God when I'm not on a fucking sugar rush? You know? Jesus.
My full authority Christ gave me.
What?
That's what they're for.
The full
You
of
want more understanding of God or the Trinity, what time it is, what's going on in the earth, how to
what to know what time it is? I mean, let's be real. When the video comes out, it's going to be a different time than the people are that would be asking the time. You know what? Never mind. I'm just.
I operate my full authority Christ gave me. That's what they're for. They are not your sounding board or your venting platform. So we don't allow it. Sorry. You'll have to find someone else to do that too. But we're not.
I wonder who she's talking to. She's like, so it's not your venting platform. So I wonder if there are like people showing up there and then just yelling and screaming, probably about politics. Now I think about it, you know, she attracts all the crazy Trump people, you know, and so she's got all these crazy Trumpers just being like, Biden's a skin suit robot person's, you know, probably a lizard inside the robot skin suit. It's like a fucking nesting doll of Biden things. I don't know. And she's like, can't do that. This is for my magic stuff, dude. This is just for my for my profiting. Yeah. That didn't okay. I mean, it kind of works both ways, but anyway, let me get some comments. Jesus Christ. Michael said, I'm allergic to marijuana and have 2 conditions. It would help. Oh, that sucks. Like, so you can't even like eat the gummies, or you're saying like your lungs can't handle it? Because you know they do have gummies, but if you're allergic to it, just full stop, then that sucks. Yeah. I wonder if the CBD type stuff would work. I don't know. I don't know how much that stuff works. Honestly, I've heard like mixed results on that, and it's like not really. What's the word? It's not really. There's not really a good consensus of scholarship on it. It's well, I mean, there is a consensus of scholarship. It's that it doesn't work so far, as I understand. But again, I could be mistaken. If anybody has more information about it, let me know. Let's see here. Wolfo said, I may be a drug heads. Drug heads. that sounds like a fundy saying it. They're probably a drug heads. Like they always just pluralize things for no reason. He does the marijuanas, all the different ones. He does the marijuana. This different, all the sets of marijuanas. But, I may be a drug head, but I'm not a white what? But not as White House. What? Drug problem of the Trump White House. What? But I'm not as White House. I'm confused. I'm going to be honest here. Because Trump's not in the White House. Biden is. Unfortunately for Trump, not for us. Like it's fortunately for us, but it's unfortunately for Trump. So here's the bait and switch there. I switched it on you. Let's see. With the drug problem of the Trump White House. With like the cocaine? Because wasn't that there was didn't they find coke in the White House, which could not have been, everybody's like so surprised. I'm like, really? You're surprised? Like of all the drugs that would be in the White, like if there was marijuana, if there was like weed in the White House, that would have surprised me. I'm like, who's smoking weed in the White House? But cocaine is like, oh yeah, they're all doing cocaine. That's like they're just like, okay, who had the cocaine? And everybody in the White House is like, do I still? Oh no, I can feel it. I can feel it. No, I'm good. I don't know. It's not me. I don't. I don't even do that. What is it? Coke. I can't even say it. I don't even know what it is. That's how unfamiliar I am with it. So, yeah, no, that's. But yeah, that's exactly the type of stuff because they see it as like a party drug, but for the most part, Coke is just stuff that like those extreme business workaholics do just to like, not sleep and just work all the time. And it's just, that makes more sense than anything as far as like the White House goes. Anyway. All right. What do we got? Ember. Hey. Q. Why are Kat and Ray like this? Religion? I don't just blanketly, right? Blanketly religion. That's why, that's what I would say anyway. This is what happens. This is your brain on religion. You know what I mean? Just crack that egg, show Johnny Depp cracking that egg until Freddy Krueger comes in. It's like, shut up. And hits him. That's from a movie. Anyway, Ember said, in fairness, why wouldn't a person have cake? I mean, okay, look, I'm not judging too much. I just think it's very consistent, and it's kind of funny. Like, I almost wonder if she pays her, if she pays like the helper, like whoever just drops that whatever off, on the desk. She's like, okay, now, well, you did great. Now here's your cake, and I will be back with you to give you some magical insights on what Jesus wants just for you specifically. But for now, just the cake. That's how I pay you. I mean, fundies love cake. They do. They'll do a lot of stuff for it. It's almost like, remember when you're like younger and people would ask you to help them move, and the payment was always like a 6-pack and a pizza. As if you couldn't just get that on your own. You're like, oh, good. I'm glad I moved all day, but hey, I got a pizza and 2 beers out of it. So we're good. We're good. But that's like her whole operation, but with cake. That's probably what the hair is about. Too much frosting, and it's just coming out of her head now. So let's see. Paul's here. What's up, man? So, what's up, dude? Wolfos is back. Hey. Wolfo said, I do love cake, but I feel like she uses it as a prop and never eats it. Just gives it to one of the sheep in the peanut gallery. One good dead a day for a trip to see God. What? One good what? One good deed a day. There we go. I got it. Not a dead. I mean, not a dead. It's deed, right? I get it. Right on. Question: do you go live at atypical times like 9:54 because it's punk, or because it's when you can hit the button? Yeah, it's just when I hit the button. It's like typically I have like a couple hours in the morning, and but I mean maybe it's the punk thing too. Correlation, not causation. I don't know. It could be one of the two. I don't know what's causing it. But punk causes a lot of stuff. Causes a lot of stuff I'm unaware of. So could be the case. I don't know. But yeah, that's I just kind of got to go when I can go. When you got to go, you got to go. Michael said, how I found out was I drank too much. MJ, LOL. Well, how you found out is it allergic to? Hold on, let me make sure I'm on the right. Let me see here. Yeah, it was Michael said. So okay, so you drank too much, and then smoked. I assume when your inhibitions were down, and then puffed up like a puffer fish, probably. Looked like like your face was melting, and you had to go to the ER. They give you that shot or whatever, right? Steroidal shot. I can see that. Let's see. Oh, see, Lynn's new, so we're gonna have to explain a few things to Lynn. Yeah, so this is a crazy lady, just so you know, that looks like a sticker. Is this a sticker she stuck to herself? A sticker with a tongue on it. I wonder if it's one of those kind that you can taste. You know what I mean? Those tasty sticker, or no, there isn't any tasty sticker, just the smell. I don't know. Looks like a sticker. Like she just stuck a sticker, or she forgot to take the weird tag off of her scarfy thing here. Her blue leopard, her blue leopard scarf thing here. Anyway, and she doesn't do demons. This is very important stuff. Okay, we gotta keep up. Yeah, and these are legit angel wings back here, and it drives a lot of people crazy that she's not in between them evenly. She's just cocked off to the side for some reason. Anyway, now I'm just describing what I'm looking at. And there's cake. Oh yeah, we can't forget about the cake though. There's a cake down here, and But no, she thinks she's been to heaven and back a bunch of times. That's what her deal is, So just to keep you, posted here. But yeah, she's really funny. She's funny. Let's see. Wolfo said, "Have you heard of the drugs? They were passing out pharmaceuticals like candy by the hundreds and some thousands given to the staffers whenever they ask." Oh, I did hear about that. Yeah, which again makes a lot of sense because like the type of drugs that people like them use are exactly that. It's going to be cocaine and pharmaceuticals, right? Those are going to be like your main one because those are mostly used for for performance type stuff. It's not like they're going out to, party or whatever and doing it. They're using it to like perform, you know what I mean? To be able to keep working all night and shit like that. Which probably isn't the best, but just do coffee, Just get some coffee, you know. Unless you have ADHD, then I get it. Okay. That's then those meds are absolutely necessary and it doesn't have anything to do with anything other than just needing to focus. So I get it. But that's interesting though. Was that during the Trump administration? Hold on, let me see. Where was it? Hold on, let me see. Said like candy by the hundreds of thousands given to staffers whenever they ask. Was that the Trump administration or is that the current one? Because it would make sense for either of them, to be completely honest. Let me see here. Michael said, "I just recently found out that the peanut gallery was originally a slur against black people in the theater. Uh, I I was drank too much. You drank too much marijuana? How the hell do you even? Oh, is it like one of those? Oh, like an infused drink or something? Where the hell was that? That's interesting. You must be in Colorado or something, right? I don't know. That's wild. But yeah, that's true. I remember hearing about that because like the and I can't remember exactly what the thing was, but they weren't allowed on the bottom floor, right? They were only allowed up in the balcony. And so it was and like those two, those two guys on the Muppets, they're kind of like uh sort of like making fun of that or whatever, I think. They're supposed to be like the peanut gallery guys, whatever. But yeah, it was originally an offensive thing because that was the only place they allowed black people to sit in the theater. Lynn said, "Demon's bad." Got it. Yep, you nailed it. That's it. That's all you. That's like day one, day two, we're done. That's it. You know. Let's see. Wolfo said, "I think that's her space face. What space force badge? Did she really have a space force? Like it's funny. Like you're saying that like it's a joke, probably, and I think you are joking. But the sad thing is I can't tell because that's the type of thing she would do. And that's really just that's sad. That makes me sad inside. Let's see. Uh Ember said she doesn't do demons. That's racist. Yeah. I mean, okay. I mean, I guess it's definitely prejudiced against demons. And some of us are actually all right. So I don't know what her problem is. We've been driving this meat sack for a long time and nobody's been able to tell. So Ray's gonna clip that out, watch. And even this guy that said, that watches me and makes fun, he even said that he's a demon. I got the proof right here. I don't know why he's British all of a sudden, but I guess I didn't know that. Glad to know now. Yeah, it's interesting, right? Yeah, I just found that's funny too, because I just found that out like I don't know, a couple months back. I was like, what? I mean, it's a dated term. So pretty much anytime you run into a dated term like that, or is this something from the past, it typically is racist for whatever reason. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, because people used to be really racist. That's the whatever reason. Uh, it's really, really common back then. We're just now like getting along a little bit better. And as you can see, still backsliding quite a bit. The pushback is obnoxious. Thank you, Charlie Kirk. You fucking racist. Lynn said, so I'm in the peanut gallery. Solid knowledge. That's right. Let's see. Lynn said, I made peanut butter cups that were unintentionally knock me on my ass levels eventually. Damn. Oh, really? Peanut butter cups you can do too? Huh. How the hell do you make? Okay. That's interesting. Like I did see a recipe for it was wild. It was like a peanut butter cup like cake, like full size cake, right? But it was like a giant peanut butter cup. That shit was crazy. It was really interesting. How they, I think it was like a TikTok, you know. I think there's a TikTok for it. You can see. You go through it real fast, you know, sped up and everything. Those are fun, you know. I like those. I like any kind of like those are probably the only TikToks I really like. Are like the ones where they're like making something or they're like painting the floor or they're I don't know, just any of that stuff and it's like sped up and you like see it gradually get like made or whatever, cooked or whatever.
Not receiving it. Okay, I lift up my shield of faith to quench my soul from every fiery dart of the enemy. And when you bash
Every fiery dot. That's what it sounded like. I know what you're saying. I mean, every fiery dart, but you know, she's always drunk. So, you know, because every fiery dot. Oh, devil. It's just coming up, man. I reject it. I reject it. Just the bad comments don't even bother me. They don't even bother me.
trash or crush people, you're speaking for Him. This is a place where we want God to speak and God to let people know things that He has prepared for us. You have a
What?
lot to say, and I'm even giving up my shopping time today.
Oh,
I honestly have to go get a few more new outfits because I've done so many studio broadcasts. I'm hunting for something to wear that's different. This is a little funny. When I first
oh my goodness. This is weird. So I feel like if you're the one like on TV asking for money all the time, you probably shouldn't be like, you guys are getting in the way of my shopping. Okay. Like I need to be on Rodeo Drive right now with like 70 like bags, you know, like that scene from Pretty Woman. You know what I'm saying?
first started doing this back in, let's see, my book was printed in 2007. In 2008, I did mostly book signings. Okay. I started from scratch myself. I didn't have some big marketing firm out there or somebody helping me. Holy Spirit, of course, was my guide. And then I went from doing that to speaking to women's groups or youth groups or things like that.
Is this just like her whole story? It says Kat Kerr update from heaven to bless you prophetic word today. How is that even a sentence? First of all, like what? Kat Kerr update from heaven to bless you prophetic word today. How is that a fucking whatever? But it sounds like she's just going over her life story, you know, which is interesting because I actually don't know her life story. So I assume she started out reading a book or writing a book. I'm sorry, writing a book about going to heaven and becoming an 8-year-old in heaven. Lynn, that's another thing that Kat, she turns into an 8-year-old child as soon as she walks in that door to heaven. You know, it's a magic thing. It's just, I don't know. And so that's how she experiences heaven. And then she has to come back and tell everybody about it. Not as an 8-year-old anymore. Although she does dress like an 8-year-old. But that's just an unfortunate coincidence.
Uh, And then I got an invitation of all places to Canada. And I went
What?
from one side of Canada to the other. It was one of the first places I actually went to. And the people were wonderful and they were hungry and it was exciting. So,
Well, you brought cake. You always got cake. So I mean that's good that they were hungry, you know, right? What is was that like hungry for the Holy Spirit, I guess, right?
walked out this whole thing. Let me tell you, you can do it as an author, as a self-published author. You can make it if you try
Why
not to go and get all these big money.
why does she have this music on in the background, dude? Like if you're gonna if you're gonna film, like why wouldn't you put the music into the actual video? She's got it like playing on like a radio that sounds like it's from the 30s, you know? Probably is actually now that I think about it. It's like I've had this radio since I was 10 years old. It's like some transistor radio there, whatever. All right, let's see what we got here. And we said, yes, we discussed the peanut gallery here last week. Oh, we did. Okay. Oh, that might have been something I missed. So it was going so fast, you know, sometimes can't keep up with all of them. Lynn said, My dispensary in AR. Oh, okay. Has a whole ass cooler of drinks. No shit. Weird. Where is that? Is that Arizona? You said AR? Is that Arizona? I'm bad with states. Yeah, I'm bad at states. That's I can't. But it's legal in Arizona. Okay, I don't know. Let me know if that's Arizona. That's awesome. But that's really cool. They have like the drinks like that. Like they should just start. I don't know. They should start just having like that available at bars. For all the people that don't drink, they can still go and get stuff. I always end up just getting Red Bull. It wouldn't work for me anyway, because I don't really smoke or anything. But I do drink Red Bull. Although that kind of sucks usually because then it's like 3 in the morning. And I'm like, I gotta go to sleep. But it's Friday night, whatever. It doesn't matter. Wolfo said, let me get that. That was under Trump. Okay. And I think the doc is going to get hit for it, along with knowing staffers and higher up they can reach. It's all documented, and there's a lot of documentation. No shit, Republican values, right? That's so funny. So you're saying there's the doc is going to get hit for it. The doctor. I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because that's on them. Really, it's they're the ones prescribing it, and that's the thing with like these wealthy people. That's why they always do prescriptions because they just have an unlimited amount of them. It's not like they have to wait for it to come in from Colombia or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like that we make it here in America and they pretty much have all the stuff that would come from Colombia anyway, just in prescription form for different things. And so if they have the right relationship with a doctor, which most wealthy people do, they can just get them to give them whatever. Could probably, it's like it always reminds me of speaking of Wolfos, Wolf of Wall Street, they're getting Quaaludes and all that type of shit. It's crazy. But that is funny. That makes a lot of sense too, because I swear he seems like he's on drugs sometimes. A lot of times, actually, now I think about it. Hey, Jackson, what's up? Punk React to Amazing Prophecies. He's also one of those crazy evangelist pastor. What? What is Punk React to Is it called? The channel is called Amazing Prophecies. Is that what you're saying? Because I will definitely check it out. We have a Discord, and we have a suggestion area in the Discord if you want to shoot that. And I'm so glad that people have been using that. It's like I kind of have like a list. I'm trying to work on. Some of them are more difficult than others because I actually want to, especially with the atheist stuff. I really want to like make sure I'm like looking at the arguments properly and all that type of stuff. So it takes me a little bit longer to get to those kind than just like a Kat Kerr or a Ray Comfort or something that we're used to. But that sounds like what you're talking about, amazing prophecies. That sounds like something I could do just pretty soon. It wouldn't take much prep work. You know what I mean? But yeah, let me pop it in the Discord, and we'll take a look at it. Okay. Let's see. Lynn said, "I infuse coconut oil." Okay. Huh. The And then you can use it. In any because it's like butter almost. Okay. Whenever I hear coconut oil, I always think of like putting it on your skin, but I guess it has multiple uses, huh? Because you can't eat it too. Not that kind, I don't think. I hope not. I don't know if people eat the, but it smells good. It smells good on the skin, And I think I hear it. Moisturizes it up pretty good, right? Let's see. Decarb. What? Decarb your green at 350. Either extract the oil and combine with butter or grind it up and mix it with any batter for a bit of special goods for yourself. There you go. Hey, got the recipe here. Another thing you could probably put in the Discord. Maybe I could start a channel for that, infusing stuff. uh, that's too funny. I actually got here relatively on time, and I was early today too, so that's kind of funny. Yeah, so you absolutely did. A lot of times I can't make it until at least 10 or 10:15, and I feel like I got sat down a little bit early because I wanted to try to I didn't uh, I'm trying. I'm not. This is a less. It's like what I like we call a relaxy taxi episode. You know what I mean? Just kind of just kind of whatever. I'm not gonna be too hard. Trying to do too much on this one. It's mostly about hanging out. You know what I mean? Which I know it always ends up turning into that anyway with these live streams. But I typically do have a plan in mind, but it's just it doesn't. I don't even know why I do that. I don't know why I plan things. Never seems to work out that way. But Rex, say, what's up, Wolfos? Saying hey. Ooh, de-aging sounds fun. It's all fun and games until you're a baby all of a sudden, and then it's like that. That'd be a great like movie, like rich people that are like trying to like take years off of their life and then have it like start messing up and they're all start doing like Benjamin Button situation. They all start trying to get to babies and stuff because of whatever technology that they're utilizing. It's like some type of like that movie damn, what was that movie called? Tenant, where they like you can make things like go backwards in time. They like do some type of cream that like makes you go back in time. Anyway, that'd be fun. That'd be a funny movie, right? Let's see. Wolfo said, magical land of Canada. That's right. That's right. Canada it sounds great. Sounds great. Sounds better than here. I'd argue, for political reasons. I don't know much about weather, but I hear there are still some warm places there. Is that true? Or do you have to have chains on your tires everywhere? You know, is it next to Alaska? Where the I don't know. You know what? I'm not gonna. Again, I was homeschooled. Okay, I didn't learn. Well, all I know is that Alaska's right next to Hawaii in little boxes. That's all I know. Rex said, Kat Kerr. Seeing her face just brightens my day. Her very existence reminds me that not everyone is stupid. Some people are funnily stupid. or not, not everyone is stupid, but some are funnily stupid. I like that. That's my favorite. Like that's my wheelhouse, right? Is the funnily stupid people. They're just they're just delightful. They're just so silly. And I almost gotta honestly, I always gotta ask myself, is she really doing like I don't know. It's hard for me to tell if she's just a straight up grifter, if this is all just an act because she knows it'll work. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard to say. But part of me thinks that she's not mentally unwell like she seems. I think she might be with it and is just doing what she knows she needs to do to grift people, and that's it. But I don't know. Maybe I could be mistaken, but I'm just saying it's a very viable possibility. You know, what's that? Lynn said maybe she has to have the white noise going, else the heavenly voices in her head get to be too much. Arc. Yeah, that could be. Those voices can get loud. You know, just I can tell you from experience. All right, those voices are obnoxious too. All right, it's too much talking. And I don't know. I don't always need to be thinking about all the philosophies and everything of every. Anyway, I'm not gonna do it. But let's see. Rex said, "All right, Mister Early Bird, you get you get anything good for breakfast? I had hot cocoa and microwave to taquitos because I am a psychopath." Hey, hot cocoa. I mean, hot cocoa is always good. As far as I can tell. But the taquitos, wow, okay. Those are like those little rolly things at the 7-Eleven, right? That are they're next to the hot dogs are on the left, right? And those things are on the right, right? And they call them tornadoes sometimes, right? Is that what we're talking about? I always mix them up with those other the cinnamon things, the cinnamon sticky things, But I think those are something different. But anyway, let's see. Hey, Lago, what's up, man? Uh, like I said, 33 minutes behind as always. Hey, that's all right. You made it. You made it. We're not going anywhere yet. We got some fun to have, so we're good. But let's see. That makes sense. It sure does. Whatever it is, whatever it was. as long as it doesn't violate identity, non-contradiction, excluded middle. Makes sense. That's how that goes. What's what? Oh God, Jesus! It's like Kat is like having her piece flare up. Jesus Christ! I mean, that's what it looks like right now. But she's just waving her hands around about it. That's it. Thank you. The cinnamon sticky things are churros. What were the other ones again? Taquitos and churros. Okay. Those are the two kind. Yep. I love all of them too. I just don't really know what they're called. I just eat stuff. I don't name it, or dedicate names to memory when I'm eating stuff. Okay. It's just, it's food. It's food. All right. That's the important part.
Funny things to help you, and nobody knows you yet. It's a good idea to get known somewhat. And back then, I wasn't using Facebook and things like that. It was just me, person to person, with these little groups that I would go and speak to. Now I'm known many places, and of course, God helps to promote me. The leaders who get to know
God
me.
helps to promote me. He's like, God was my marketer. They did a really good job too, marketing me just right. Pink hair, Holy Spirit. What? Blue leopard print, Holy Spirit. Hello. Look how awesome this is. Don't do demons looking like it's for a hockey team of some sort. The Holy Spirit. This is perfect.
Me, let me tell you, if a leader validates me, they're serious. They've had to go through a lot of stuff to get people over the pink hair.
Dude, look at her eye. Hold on. Look at her eyes when she says pink hair.
The leaders who get to know me, let me tell you, if a leader validates me, they're serious. They've had to go through a lot of stuff to get people over the pink hair. Is that
She's like,
oh, I know I served Jesus my life. Now, I wasn't perfect in every day, but most of my life, I really was good. My mom will even tell you I was a very good child, and I helped her a lot.
what is happening? Like, it's funny. She like went from like, and then I had the Holy Spirit marketed for me, and I've always been good. You can ask my mom. I was a good kid. Like, what? I wasn't perfect, but I was a good kid. Okay, like you're just skipping backwards now. Like, can we keep this in order somehow? Jeez Louise, what the hell is happening? Let's see here. Let's see. Oh. Rex said, my grammar is about as well organized as my sanity sometimes. Yeah, I know. That's all right. As long as everybody knows what you're saying, I feel like, that's why I don't really pick apart grammar too often, unless it's somebody that's really terrible. If they're terrible enough, then I'll pick apart anything. I don't care. Because they've made it very clear that that they would be happy to be that hurtful to somebody else. I don't really care. That's how this goes. You know, uh, treat people the way that you want us to treat you. That's it. you know, let's see. Oh, that's right. We got that. You don't want it to happen, but you know it would. Why? Why? The Trump becoming president? Let's not even put that out in the world, okay? Let's keep that on the DL. All right. Let's not talk like that. So the universe. If you say stuff like that, the universe will respond, and it looks like these waves that come off your head. And then when you put that out there, then the universe responds. And it's whether it's negative, if you're thinking of it like negative or positive, the universe. Oh, I'm just kidding. That's the secret. You ever seen the Secret movie? That's the way it shows it. It shows like if you think of something negative or whatever, just pew, 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 and puts there's like waves out in the universe, and then the universe responds. And that's how Trump became president the first time. So not a lot of people know that. Not a lot of people know that. It's that's my revelation. So just so you all know, churros are good. Now I'm craving churros. Sorry, my bad. And I don't. There's no. Do you have any fairgrounds open or anything like that right now? Because I'm pretty sure that's the only place to get them. I don't know though. I don't know. Are they normally sold places? Like regular places, or just I always just get them at the fairs. That's what I'm saying, or some kind of festival. Fall festivals with those really big hot dogs. Oh, these things are good. Y'all are making me hungry now. This is not. I actually haven't eaten yet. This is not good. Let's see here. I'm having chili and rice with a side salad for breakfast. Chili for breakfast. Okay. And chili on rice is good. Like I actually just discovered that that some people put chili on top of rice. You know, I always just broke up a bunch of crackers and put it on it and stirred it in. And then did that and put a bunch of cheese on it. That's it. But yeah, Nikki puts it on top of rice though. Okay, that's all right. Seems like it gives it a little bit more body. So it makes it a little more filling. And oh, is it? And it's with Aunt Jerry. It's vegan too, huh? So what do you replace the meat with? Do you replace, or is it just everything? But just yeah, let me know if you like how to do vegan chili. It sounds like it might be good, actually. Let's see. Wolf said, I'm getting snackish now. I know we need to stop talking about food. All right. Let's talk about not eating. Okay. Let's talk about fasting. Okay. When was the last time y'all fasted? This is not a good, it's not as entertaining as talking about food, to be honest. And that's pretty bad. If food, if you've made it all the way down to food, then we don't have a lot to talk about at this point. I think we must have cycled through every topic known to man. Because that's like my joke. It's like if if people are streaming or whatever and they're having conversations, don't talk about what you ate. It's just like what you talk about. It's like the weather, except the weather is not even as unifying because we're all in different places. So we wouldn't be experiencing the same weather. So it doesn't even really work. Anyway, it's the whole thing. Rex said, imagine negotiating a race with Jesus. What? Negotiating a race with Jesus. Yeah. Well, I said, like, look, we want to get you, like, he's going to basically say, yeah, you can have one of the things before you sell all your stuff and follow me. Okay. You get one thing. That's your raise. You get to have the one thing instead of just selling everything like I usually have everybody do. So there you go. What's your most prized possession? That's all you get. Now sell all your stuff and follow me. And you better hate your parents too. Hate your parents. Okay. Greg said, chili and salad. Jerry, you truly are sick in the head. Chili and salad. You can't do that. Those don't work together. Let's see. Michael said, hey, I only made the SGT promotion. I should have talked to management a lot. What is it? SGT? I only made the SGT promotion. I don't know what I don't know why I'm not able to. I'm seeing Stargate something, and I know that's not right. It's like SG1, but this is SGT, like Stargate Transylvania. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. SGT. I'm so bad with those things. Like shorthand, I never can think of the actual thing anybody's trying to say. It's always the opposite. People are saying like their blood pressure was going up, and I can't think of like anything other than BP oil, British Petroleum. That's it. Jeez. Oh wait, let me. Bufo said, it takes that much stress for people to accept you into a cult because of your hair. It may not be worth it. That's a good point. I mean, the fact that they can literally like that she would even say that, that like, oh, they had to do all this stuff just to get over my hair. Like they have that, like you're required to be that standardized for these people. And like, oh no, we get to tell you what you're allowed to look like, in order to be, in a religion with you. Because I mean, let's be real, that's what it is. These people want the other people in their religion with them to be exactly like them. And that's it. You know what I mean? And it's like if you do anything, they're like pulling you aside. We need to talk. Now, the Lord didn't make you with pink hair. I don't know if you know this, but that is not one of the colors that the Lord Jesus Christ of Nazareth, our Lord and Savior, created. And so We just you're stepping outside the Lord's will here, and you're missing the mark, as it were, if you will, per se, respectfully. So we're gonna need you to shave your head. Gonna need you to shave your head right now. Just do it. We'll tell everybody you had cancer, but you beat it. Okay, the Holy Spirit won it, and then it'll all be good. But we're gonna need white hair. Okay, because let's be real, it's white. It's okay, which is fine. Which is fine. That's natural. That the Lord made it white for a reason, not pink. Okay. Jesus. Rex said, but all the best cults lose their shit over hair alone. That's how you know it's a good cult, right? Because you know, because the hair. Jesus. Isn't it? What was the one? There was like one where they like shaved their heads, right? Wasn't that like part of it? Damn, I like just watched the thing about it, and now I'm like drawing a complete blank. Uh, oh shit, I can't remember. Anyway, but yeah, I thought they all shaved their heads or something, and it was like almost a requirement for the cult. You know, I think it was that one where they all yelled at each other. What the fuck was that one? It was like they had this um, method. It was like supposed to be similar to AA. It was like this drug rehab one, and then it turned into a cult over time. And they would all scream and yell at each other in these like therapy groups or whatever, but they would just like be swear like cussing each other out, and then they'd all walk out and be like, "Oh, that was great. That was great. Boy, I really needed to swear at some people. I feel completely free now. I feel completely free. That's a meditation right there. Clearing your mind. Forget that. I I want to swear at somebody. I want to scream at their face. And that's how the stress just comes right up. It's insane. Like, what the hell? And it's funny too, because it's always weird when I watch these cult documentaries because it's like it always starts out like kind of cool. You're like, oh, that'd be fun. That'd be a fun little thing, like a drug rehab, sober house thing retreat. We all stay there and everything, and then it just gets insane, right? Like it doesn't take very long. I think like maybe a couple of years, and then whoever's running the thing goes completely mad with power, and starts requiring insane things and just like yelling over loudspeakers, like throughout the day. I don't know. It's just it gets really weird. But yeah, it always seems like it starts out so nice. I always wonder too, are there any cults that like have it not cults, but like are there any commune type things that function like a cult that doesn't ever make it to the cult status that we're just like, oh yeah, and they're just the nice ones. It's just a nice commune. Is because I swear to God, it's like every time that's a thing, it's like ends up being a cult that ends up turning, going crazy and everything, right? And it's like the but are there any like okay ones? Are there any like communes or cult like things that aren't going crazy that we could point to go see? There's a nice one. Look at that. They're doing fine. You know, I I don't think there is. As far as or maybe are we only talking about the ones when they go crazy because that's newsworthy or something or noteworthy to us? And so there was a bunch of good ones, but we just don't notice them. I don't know. I want to know. There's questions I need answered. Okay, you know. My point is, I want to start an atheist cult. That's all. All right. Look, I want a compound where, you got all your stuff. We'll have a dedicated bar on site for people that enjoy that. We'll have a dedicated mushroom building. It's going to be a whole building, right? It's going to be like a B&B, but you like have one room like for all full of just nothing but mirrors. How weird would that be, right? You know, and you can come there and you can do the anyway. That'd be a crazy B&B, right? Like an Airbnb. I think that was up. You could go to a place where it would be legal or whatever, and like one of those states where mushrooms is legal, and then have an Airbnb that's like dedicated to to that trip in or whatever. Each room's like painted differently and has like I don't know, maybe like furniture glued to the ceiling. So you're like, it's like upside. There's like a fan that the whole room's upside down. Just weird shit like that. That could be. I feel like that would be very lucrative. I think people would enjoy that. Let's see here. Where are we at? Did I already do that one? Yeah. About that one. Yep. I thought she said, Andrew said, I thought she said she did the pink hair to attract more people to God. But now she's saying the pink hair is repelling people. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you are right, but she always said the word young people, right? So it turns out like the mixture of ages in her audience is kind of causing this conflict here, you know, because the old people hate it, but the young people, well, I don't think they care at all. So it's kind of just useless, really. It's you got just people not liking it and then just indifferent on the other end of the spectrum. So she could probably stand to get rid of it. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's not doing what you need to do, Kat. I think you can let it go. And I feel like she looks like she's realizing this in life in real time. Maybe the pink hair is not. What am I doing with my life? Why am I like this? I need to make better decisions. Andrew said, the chili is from a packet. A package. I'll post a pic in Discord, please. Thank you. Yeah, because I wouldn't mind starting to try to eat some vegan dishes here and there, because the stuff you post does look good. Honestly, I've never thought that eating vegan would ever look good, but some of the stuff you got looks pretty all right. Rex said, I fasted all the way to the fridge. Well, that's what counts. You earned it. You earned it. Made it to the couch. Made it from the couch to the fridge, back to the couch again. You deserve it. You deserve all the cake. Like a fridge full of cake in your lap now because you made it that far. That was how many steps? That was like 14 steps for that day. I mean, that's huge. You should get yourself a ribbon for that. you know and it's just like, they like put those pins in the map for like once you've walked by. It's like just one. It's like your house, and like I went from here to there. It's just like, anyway, that only works if you know what I'm talking about, and I have no idea how to explain those things. But there are people that do like walks or whatever, and then they mark them on there. It's not like they actually went there, right? It's not like they went to the place. They're just like, oh, but I walked the same distance as if I went there. You know what I mean? I don't know what it's called. I feel like it probably has a name, and I'm not aware of it. But let's see here. Michael said, meatless, soylent green is people. What? Soylent green. What is that? I feel like that's ringing a bell, and I'm just drawing a blank. I'm kind of tired. I'm gonna be honest with you. All right, I've had a rough couple of days, a rough week. Let's see here. What was that? I'm fasting as what? What? I'm fasting as fuck, boy. I have no idea what you mean. But if you want to be fasting with the fuck boy, just go to adamandeve.com. There we go. Is that what you were? Is that what you were driving at, buddy? No, I don't know. Go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley at checkout to get 50% off any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping of the whole order. Go to adamandeve.com, enter that code word Brentley. That's BRENTLY. Just do it. Do it now. Also, if you want to it's down there. It's down on the bottom, the thing just below the screen. Yes. All right. Ember just did it. I felt it. I felt the Ember button. Right after an Adam and Eve ad that felt. Sorry, Ember. I wasn't trying to. I'm not harassing you that way or anything. Let's see here. What's the comments? Oh, got it. Sergeant. Duh. I knew that. That's wow. Okay. Now I'm like, what was this? What was the sentence again? I'm like, what was the reference? Okay. That's too funny. Jasper, what's up? Join the Discord. Ask Brentley or Aunt Cheer for a link. Yeah. It'll be oh shit. I don't know if I actually finished yesterday's. But typically any of the live streams, if you go to any of the older live streams, other than today or yesterday, any earlier ones, or videos at all, I have the link in there. But it's got to be pretty recent because you got to keep updating the link. But I'm pretty sure Andrew will put it up there. Never mind. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, there it is. Okay, got it. Never mind. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate that. And Jasper says, "Pink hand. Is that a jellyfish? What is that? I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a hand. Okay, it's like a cartoon hand, I think." Let's see. Lynn said, I got suspended once for dyeing my hair an unnatural red. Apparently, God is super picky about hair color. Yeah, no, I remember. And mine wasn't even technically a, it wasn't even technically like a color that wasn't natural. It was black. But, and this was a debate, okay, among my family, right? That black is natural. But my dad said, no, it's not. Black is not natural. Okay. Brown, dark brown, not black. Okay. And he was like, that almost looks blue, right? It's got that blue kind of like reflection on it. You know what I mean? And boy, yeah, that was the first time I dyed my hair when I was a kid. I was like a punker too, and wearing like leather jackets and stuff like that. But my parents were okay with it only because I had like "I am such a Christian" like all over my jackets, and on the back it was like "Punks for Christ Jesus" and stuff like that. So my parents saw it as like a witnessing tool. Like, see, Christians can be cool too. They can be punk, and yeah, they loved it. And then, but it was also pretty popular at the time. But anyway, I dyed my hair black with one time. It was like a bunch of us did it. Like, and black is such a, such a easy color to grab onto everything that there was like four of us used the exact same bowl, put it all in like one of those popcorn throw up bowls. It was a giant one, and then we all just like put it in and mix it, and like four of us all had black hair, from the same hair dye that we got from L'Oreal or whatever at the grocery store. But it looked like blue black, like it was really, really black. But yeah, I got in trouble quite a bit. My dad was not happy about that. Mom didn't care as much, she was all right. She was fine. Dad was not happy. Nope. Michael said, yikes. Oh, yes. Michael said, don't use your mother as a curse word. That's how weird. What a weird thing to say to people. Like, of all the reasons that you could get someone to feel shame for saying God's name in vain or whatever, trying to get them to understand that by being like, would you say your mom's name instead of fuck? Okay. And you're doing that to God instead. So evil. Feel shame. Feel shame right now. You're a bad person. Just say it. Say it with me. I'm a bad person. Say it. Go write it on your fucking mirror. Okay. Internalize that shit. Then come get forgiveness from my all loving Jesus. Terrible. Rex said basically every religion is a cult, but most people don't define all religions that way. Yeah, I mean, like we were saying, like there are certain distinctions that I would say, because like, when we talk about a cult, usually think of like living on a compound, right? So like living there is part of it, and then losing everything if you leave, I feel like, is another big aspect. But other than those two things, everything else is the same. Everything else, and even the like losing everything if you leave, is it's not official for religion, but it's kind of unofficially true for religion, because they won't talk to you anymore. If you're an apostate, it's not, it makes things really weird. Because here's the thing, like, just them knowing that you are there sends them into this cognitive dissonance, like stomach crunch thing all the time. Because it's almost like when they're around other people like themselves that that all believe the same stuff, they can say the wildest and craziest stuff, and everybody's like, I know, yeah, the Holy Spirit is inside your brain rattling around and they're giving you truths. He's giving you truths all the time, and that's how you knew to go to this grocery store at 10 o'clock on a Tuesday, because of Jesus, obviously. And they could say stuff like that around people that agree with them. And they're just like, yeah, totally no. But the second that they know that you're there, right? The second that there's an apostate that knows an atheist or a skeptic and they are in the room, they get weird, man. It's like they can't handle it. You know what I mean? They're like, Jesus showed me. Oh, it's stupid sound. It sounds stupid. I mean, I felt it was my opinion personally that maybe the God, I believe in a God, and I kind of feel like maybe he, nudges me in this way, and that's why I went to the grocery store at 10 o'clock on a Tuesday, because like you just being there fucks them up. You know what I mean? It makes it so they're thinking about things from a more skeptical, like how, like what they're saying, they're hearing themselves say it from your perspective as a skeptic, and it messes them up in their head, and so they get mad that you're there, you know, and so that's why a lot of times I notice I don't even say anything, I'm not even, they just know who I am, they know what I think, right? But and then so I can just see them get weird every time they start to talk about this stuff. And like, stupid, yeah. I don't know why I said that, it's stupid, you know. And it's like, because they could, like I said, they just the skeptic being in the room fucks with them, man. And I feel like that's good evidence to show that, hey, maybe it's not reasonable to be saying the things that you're saying. Maybe what you're saying is actually insane, but everybody validates it so often you don't even recognize how silly it is, you know. And that is exactly what it is, it seems to me anyway. But, but yeah, what were you talking about? Oh yeah, basically the cult thing. Yeah. Yeah, you almost got to find distinctions in there that separate it, but they're so similar. It's really hard to parse it out, because it's like they're a hop, skip, and a jump away from becoming a cult, like at any moment. You know what I mean? All they got to do is set up a compound, and boom, they're there. Let's see. Jasper said, "What does her slurping cup read? Uh, don't dodge demons. Oh no, it's don't dodge demons, but just what? Catch them with your mouth. Don't dodge them though. Don't dodge. Just eat them. Suck them up through your mouth. What do you mean? Don't. It says don't do. It says I don't do demons. And a Tampa Bay Lightning thing with colors. I don't know where the Tampa Bay Lightning thing comes into it, but I'll bet you money. Oh yeah, she's in Florida too, isn't she? Okay, that's why. It's like, and I want it to represent my favorite hockey team. That's how she always talks. And that's how, that's like her cadence shows. Let's see. Hey, what's up, D? How we doing? A shrine to James Randi. Oh yeah, James Randi was awesome, dude. Like, I wish, we need somebody else. I almost wonder if we could like reach out to. He was just on, what's it called? The line last night, the Magic Skeptic. We need to get him and Matt Dillahunty and other like magic-y people um, to start up that foundation again and have the $1 million prize or some. It doesn't have to be $1 million, right? But we should offer some kind of prize to people that can, try to prove their supernatural abilities or whatever. Like James Randi. Uh, what was it called? The James Randi prize? I don't fuck it. I can't remember what it was called. But it was, yeah, it was like if you can demonstrate under scientific scrutiny that you have supernatural powers, you get whatever. You get a bunch of money, right? They could even just make it into some publicity thing. Like if you're able to demonstrate it, then you get whatever. We'll put your video out or something. I don't know. But we need to start that again because that was, I think that was really helpful. Showing these people, and James Randi was brilliant about it, like bringing these people on there claiming they can do magic stuff, and then just watching them do it, and then just figuring out how they're lying, and then just showing everybody that they're lying. That's dude, that really helps people see exactly how dishonest all of these charlatans are. It was very helpful. We need somebody to take up that mantle. We need James Randi 2.0. The legend lives on. Sounds like a movie or something. That's Rick said, an atheist cult, I was thinking about, well, it'd be Anarchy Camp. It's more like what I'm thinking of. If you ever heard the song Anarchy Camp by NoFX from the War on Terrorism album. Um, yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking, like greasing up, rusty vert ramps and, you know, having competition, underwater basket weaving, methamphetamine symposiums and shit like that. Just all this kind of fun stuff that we would do normally, at camps type stuff, right? But it'd just be an atheist one, right? Anyway, I was thinking about making an illegal underground city in Minecraft. Of course, no one would want to disobey zoning laws to make a functional city in real life. Yeah, I mean, a whole city. I mean, you're kind of that's a big dream. Okay, you're dreaming big. I get that, and I appreciate it. And doing it in the Minecraft world, I think solves your dreaming big problem there, because you're right. Zoning laws are a problem. You know, uh, unless actually, you know what? You could probably go to Texas. They don't have laws. They don't do the law things. The only thing they have is a sheriff that hangs out in a saloon with the swinging doors, and that's it. That's all they got as far unless there's a Black Lives Matter protest. Then they have the military police for some reason. I don't know how that even happens, but they just appear out of nowhere. But anywhere else in Texas, there's no police. It's just one sheriff in the saloon, you know, kicking back whiskey, you know, homemade. Jasper said, "Yep, and unsacred burial ground." And an unsacred burial ground. Oh, in the Minecraft. Okay, I was gonna say I don't want to be messing with sacred stuff, not because it's gonna have a poltergeist type situation, but because it might have we're really pissed off and now we're gonna, you know, do something about it situation. Top tester said, that would be fun. I've been sitting on a polka dot, what? A polka dot for a couple of months looking for the right activity. Any suggestions? A what? I'm so confused. That would be fun. I'm sitting on a polka dot. Is this another Minecraft thing? I don't know Minecraft very well. My nephew plays it, and he likes to show me him play it, but that's as far as my knowledge goes. And usually it only had something to do with Sonic. He's like made a Sonic Minecraft thing. He really likes Sonic, which I can't blame him. Sonic is pretty cool. As far as like all the cartoons that you could be into, the character with the blue hair that's like spiked up, cool. That's cool. Like I'm already on board. Plus, I used to watch Sonic, so it was cool. I knew at least a little bit enough, for it. Dude, I was so disappointed. You know that that movie that came out and it had Jim Carrey ended up being Dr. Robotnik. And God, I was so mad because you know who was trying out for it was Henry Zabrowski from last podcast on the left, and all those shows and everything. Man, that would have been so like he looks just like him too, and he could have been so fun. I was so mad. It's like he was like, of course Jim Carrey got it over me. But I was like, God damn, he would have been so good. I mean, so much better. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Jim Carrey. He's phenomenal. But man, I would have loved to see Henry Zabrowski in that. Oh, he was in that show. Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell or whatever. That was the main the main demon in that show was Henry Zabrowski. Really, really awesome comic, dude. He's like a really talented improv comic, like one of my favorite. Him and Eli, I think, are probably like up there together. Eli Bosnick and Henry Zabrowski, like probably my two favorites, like improv type comedy, crazy type comedy. It's very specific kind. But yeah, Michael said, the life cycle of religion, a group of like minds with an enthusiastic leader, cult, time, and acceptance. Religion equals an education. Yeah, and time, education, mythology. Yeah, yeah, we were talking about the other time. It's like a cycle that it goes through. That's kind of interesting. Like it starts out as a cult. Although, do cults keep doing that today? I guess no. Yeah, because I guess Scientology, right? Would that count as a cult that like turned into a religion? Certainly feels like it. But yeah, that is an interesting little cycle there. I like that. Let's see, Rex and jellyfish. Bentley, you really must be tired. Well, I can't. And this screen's so small, man. Like it's hard to see. What was it? It was like a hand. This is a hand, huh? All right. Real punk kids use Manic Panic in their hair. Fuck yeah, dude. I remember Manic Panic. Do they still make that? Like, yeah, that was exactly like we used to use that a lot. It would always wash out real quick though. It was like I don't. They said that it wasn't. There was no such thing as actually permanent, weird color hair dye. It was all like semi perm, right? And I just remember Manic Panic. We did that. I did blue hair with Manic Panic, and I had to. And it did last a while, but I had to like bleach the hell out of it. Just like I think I left that stuff on for like a day. You know, my hair was just like, you have murdered us. Like we are shriveling up to nothing because like I just fried it out. It was white. It was like that color, like that silver, almost just like pure white. And then I put the blue on, and it was just like just grabbed right onto it, man. It was awesome. And then it looked like then I don't know, about a month later, it looked like I just went swimming a lot. Yeah, that like pool green, bluey kind of color. Yeah. Turned into that. But yeah, Manic Panic was fucking awesome. Love that shit. Lynn said, I've used so goddamn much Manic Panic in my life. No shit. Oh yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, it works great. We used to get it. We had this place called Star Booty. It's called. It was like they did like punk rock haircuts. You could go there and you could get studs individually. Like they would charge you by the stud. It was like a couple pennies a stud, and they had like a whole like drawer that you could pull out, and you could like go through and pick out. They got the 1-inch spikes. They got the smaller spikes, all the different studs. It was awesome. They charged it. Yeah, it was great, man. I think that's how we did the jacket. So I'd like, let me show you back. See all these? That's how we did all those. It's all from Star Booty. Let's see. I got my bad religion. Can't really see it. There you go. Bad religion, no effects. But yeah, these the studs on the side, that takes a long time. I do not have the patience for that. This was passed down to me. This was a hand me down or hand me over, I guess I should say, because we cycle through them, between musical equipment and jackets and boots and stuff like that. We kind of had a free flow of stuff that we would trade with each other and pass it around and all that. Sometimes just give it to me. My buddy Kevin, he gave me that. Gave me this jacket. He even offered to sew the stuff, but because it's all pinned. I spent like an entire day trying to sew it, and I was like, I can't do that. That is something I'm just incapable of doing. But I kind of like the pins. I kind of like it. Just it feels more authentic. Oh, and that's another thing I should say about the jacket is that this is not on purpose. Technically, there's a hole because some genius, when we were passing it around, wanted a patch that was right here, a big patch, and they cut the actual jacket. So there was a massive hole here. It was really hard to put this thing on without sticking your arm through this hole. And I'd be like, what is wrong? This feels like it's not fitting. Oh, that's not the armhole. Yeah. So in order to remedy that, I have to put 17 layers of patches that I got, which is why I have a Dead Kennedys, because I'm not really that big a fan of Dead Kennedys, but they always have the biggest patches. So that one took up a big space. And then Vandals, I do love the Vandals, though. And then got Subhumans there, no effects. It's my absolute favorite. And I don't know what that one is. It's just aliens abducting a brain. It's kind of cool. But then we got over here. Oh, this is a damn it, I can't remember. It was like the name of an album. Like our Your American, or what is it? Like Your American Dream is Our Nightmare, I think. And AFI, the old AFI symbol, right? Not this new stuff. Not that it's terrible, right? But it's not AFI. As far as I could tell, they're just like they turned into a different band and for whatever reason kept the name. But Yeah, if you listen to like their first 2 albums, totally different. It's weird. It's almost like that Christian band Under Oath. They're all like poppy now, like pop, emo, whatever. They used to be death metal. That was one hell of a transformation. you know, it's fucking weird. And they're Christian. And the funny thing is, NoFX got them booted off of the Warp Tour 1 year because he didn't boot them, but he just kept making fun of them until they quit because they're homophobes. So that was kind of cool. Anyway, sorry, back off the jacket. This felt like somebody was asking about the jacket. Now I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank, but yeah. So here we go. So Rex said, "Yeah, you lose that community, and they shun you a lot of the time." Yeah, I mean that's going to happen in religion, but it's like amplified in cults, right? Because your whole well-being is connected to the community, right? And so when you lose that, it's like, whoa, you're just out on your own. There was a really cool documentary about um, Hasidic Jews that had left the faith and everything, and how they were treated and stuff. It was really interesting. I think it was on HBO, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to look it up, see what it is. Let's see. Uh, Rex said they really do just bring it up, bring it up out of the blue like that too. What? Let's see. Oh, wait, check the news channel on Discord for a breaking news story about therapeutic LSD. No shit, really? I think that's a great idea, honestly. That was exactly the type of experiences I had on that stuff. But, obviously it wasn't that way for everybody. But I think if somebody can guide you through it, if you're like under medical supervision and stuff, it could actually really, really help. The other one that I've seen was they said MDMA, which is interesting, like ecstasy or whatever. And they said that way people can, because you're just stuck in like your happy part of your brain, like it's impossible to like not be happy on that stuff, or whatever, that you can actually address like your trauma stuff without it affecting you emotionally, and it helps people work through it that way. It's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting. There's a lot of stuff out there that are good. Like I think a lot of good outcomes we could get if we utilize some of these powerful medications. Jasper said, "Good news, cult leader Apostle David E. Taylor." Oh God, yeah, David Taylor. That's that show. There's a channel like completely dedicated to him, right? David E. Taylor about to lose his former Boeing hotel turned cult mansion in Houston. Damn. Downside is a Catholic school is in line to take. Not much better. No, out of the frying pan into just another frying pan, just from one. It's just frying pans all the way down. It's like stairs of frying pans. Let's see. Lynn said, "Heading out. Got to go record funny voices for my animals." What for a thing? What? Okay, well, we're gonna have to hear more about that later, because that sounds interesting. What? It's like I record voices for my animals. That's awesome. It was like a little button they push, and you're like, do your voice like chipmunk, chipmunk. And the dog's like, I love that chipmunk button. That is my favorite. I don't know. I don't know what it is that you're talking. That sounds wild though. Michael said, the VA once gave me ketamine. Oh shit. I had an out of body experience. Hashtag true story. Yeah, ketamine can be, as far as I understand, that's one I've never done. But I've heard people talk about it. I actually have on, is it on my shorts? I think it was in the shorts. I have like I was, went to the final tour of NoFX, and they were talking. He was telling a story about how there's like one song that they got called "The Kids of the K-hole," and K-hole's like I guess it's like when you can't really do anything when you're on K. They call it being in the K-hole, and he was talking to he was telling the story behind that, and he said they were like going to Thanksgiving, and they thought they were like, oh, we got some powder. He thought it was Coke or whatever. He's like, we'll do a little Coke before we go to Thanksgiving, and it ended up being K. And so they were just at Thanksgiving dinner, unable to eat or do anything. And they didn't tell anybody. And it was like the dude's family was there and everything. It was just funny. But yeah, I think I have that video and him talking about that on my shorts on YouTube there. Hey, Jess, what's up? I want to shrine to James Randy. I said gay Randy. I don't know why. I mean, gay Randy's a nice guy. I don't know why I call him gay Randy. I mean, he just is really just regular Randy, but he's a great guy, gay or not, doesn't matter. But no, Jess said, I want to shrine to James Randy. Yeah, dude, like I said, I think we need to take up that mantle. Somebody needs to get on this so that we can offer some kind of prize to people that are trying to say that if they can demonstrate their magic powers through scientific scrutiny, we need to get back on that. Dora the Magic. Yeah. Dara the Magic Skeptic. Yeah, dude was on. I think I saw him last night, right? Was it last night? Yeah. It was on with Matt. Shit was awesome. Very good show. James Randi Educational Foundation. Thank you. Yeah. JREF. Okay. Hell yeah. He's got some really interesting stuff with that, like Uri Geller and stuff. The dude that said he could melt spoons with his mind or whatever, or bend spoons with his mind, and he would just bend them when you're not looking. It's like so fucking. This is like the cheapest magic ever, So funny. Jasper said, there are several prove paranormal prizes out there. Oh, really? Prizes out. None was ever successful. Claimed the wiki article is titled List of Prizes for Evidence of the Paranormal. Huh. Cool. Yeah, we'll have to go over that at some point because that's pretty interesting. And it's amazing how they can never actually do it when anybody that's actually a skeptic shows up. They always seem like they can demonstrate it as long as nobody's actually a skeptic there, as long as everybody's just willing to believe whatever it is, and half the time these fucking ghost shows and stuff, they're not even using the equipment, right? I mean, there is no right equipment, to be fair. You know what I mean? There is no ghost hunting equipment that is for ghost hunting. Okay. There's just equipment that measures other things that they are misusing, and that's it. It's funny how that goes. Like, people think that they're like, oh no, they got a ghost detector. No, they don't, man. This ain't fucking Ghostbusters. What are you talking about? Jesus. It's so funny. So like Jasper, can you put that in the Discord? Yeah, please. Yeah, if you have a link to that Wikipedia, that'd be great. But, all right. Well, I actually gotta get running here. I've got to get ready for work, which sucks. But let me go back down and see if I can pull out a couple comments. Purple hair is cool as fuck. That's what Emma said. And I agree. Purple is great. I think I did purple a couple times. It was more of it was blue, and I had to, I wanted to like get the blue again, but they didn't have blue. But I was like, purple goes with blue, right? And then it just was sort of like added on. But, I know I'm coming. Got to take this one for a walk. She's getting restless. You getting restless? Go here. Come here. Come here. Say hi. Come on. Come say hi. Yeah. Can you see her? There's my puppers. She just got scared of Kat Kerr. She's like, what the fuck is that thing? I'm out of here. But all right, I do got to take off. Thank y'all for hanging out. Such a chill kind of Q&A sort of thing. And got 1,000 subs. So all right, we're doing good. Appreciate all the support and everything. And if you want some support of how I can support your sex addiction, there we go. Go to adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley at checkout to get 50% off any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, free shipping on the whole order. Let's go to adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley at checkout. And if you want to support the show in some other ways, you can become a patron. Go to patreon.com/punkapostate. We're always trying to put stuff up there and everything, but it's mostly just to support the show. It really is the best way to support the show. They don't take a bunch of money out, because I think YouTube does, but I'm not sure. I'll have to talk to Ember about that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with our YouTube memberships. But if you want to just do a one-time payment on Cash App, our cash tag is Punkapostate. And big thanks to Vonrig. Really appreciate your donation. Wow, it's always so awesome. Really, really, really appreciate it. It like really turns things around for me a lot of the time, I gotta say. But but yeah, if you want to go to Cash App, our cash tag is Punkapostate. So and any bit helps. It really does. It's just it goes towards just helping to pay for all the little fees for this. And then hopefully saving up for a new computer so I can see the screen. Because that's it's kind of becoming difficult. But yeah, thank you so much though for hanging out. This was super awesome. And but the main thing though is to stay logical, loving, skeptical, and compassionate. And we'll see you next time.